come to class.
Classes are attractive for users who are short on time and can afford the fees, but for some brave souls, a book and sheer persistence can accomplish the same goals, if they have the patience.
You get to know your computer a little bit more because you're figuring out how to set something up, because you're not just going to set up Windows 95 on your computer, you're going to set up all kinds of different programs that you're going to need. So it gave me like a sense of accomplishment when I finally got it to work. I was like jumping up and down and I was all excited about it. But I think some of the minuses is it can be very frustrating. You know, when you have a question, you have to refer to a book for an answer.
For the Computer Chronicles, I'm Giles Bateman.
Now, the bottom line with any operating system is what can you do with it? How will it make your applications run better? Just about every software maker is busy cranking out new Win95 versions of their programs, so you can take advantage of the extra juice in Windows 95. Here to show us two examples of brand new Win95 apps are Jeff Rona of 3DI and also over there Kevin Goldberg of Trimark. Let's start with you, Jeff, and you have a program called Trispectives. And first of all, what's important about Win95 to this 3D design program?
Well, our program really isn't able to do anything without the power that's behind a 32-bit application like Windows 95. Its multi-threading capabilities allow us to render faster, move objects interactively quickly, and overall speed performances that just weren't available in Windows 3.
All right, you have some neat examples now, so show us a little bit of the program and what it does.
Right. We can actually create 3D models interactively. And with the power of 32-bit application, we can continue moving those. We have a 3D page that we've developed, and on this 3D page we can actually go back in and show you some of the features where we have in our graphics package. We can do animation and room design, layout, graphics capabilities that you'd find in other packages. Here we'll show you our drag and drop animation. We'll ship the product with over 1,000 IntelliShape 3D models, which are like intelligent clip art. We simply drag out of a catalog and the model is created instantly and put into the scene.
So that's 3D clip art.
We call it IntelliShapes. They're actually, they have intelligent properties. They know how to land and slide over one another. That makes it more intuitive for a user in a drag and drop.
And the fact is you can animate these things essentially.
Exactly.
Right?
So now I'll just go into our animation catalogs, make a spin move on the Earth and a spin move there. We'll turn on our smart motions and click play, and we have a real-time animation sequence that can be exported out to an AVI file if you wish for use in something like PowerPoint or in MediaPlay.
All right, what else can we do with this?
For many customers, many people are looking into virtual reality. Here we've got a room scene that we've set up. We can actually do a walk-through camera angle to go into our room, and we can turn ourselves around so we get the back view. And then for creation, we can actually drag and drop more of those models into this. So we have a table and chair. And the table knows how to land on its legs. The chair knows how to land.
That's the intelligent shape. It knows where it belongs.
Exactly. So even if we move it on the floor, across the floor. We can also position it using a new feature we have called a tri-ball. And here we'll just move the center, and with just a simple mouse click we can actually replicate this 3 times and create scenes very quickly. Again, something you wouldn't really be able to do in a non-32-bit application. Now we can save that scene out actually as a VRML file or a Visual Basic Text file for the models, AVI files, JPEG, and the rest of the
Trispectives 3D design with Win95.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, let's see what Windows 95 does for a game now. And I'll interrupt Kevin in the middle of playing The Hive. And tell us about the game, Kevin.
Well, what Windows 95 gave us is the ability to do pan-interactive sequences as well as streaming animation on top of them, something that we couldn't have done before. And I'll jump right into gameplay.
Tell us what's going on in the game here while you're playing.
Well, I've just landed on an ocean platform, and the object is to basically blow these guys away. You can hear I'm doing pretty well. This is a standard rail sequence where your motion is predetermined. And if you get far enough along, I'll be able to show you a panoractive sequence where you become stationary and the sprites move around you in a 360 degree. And you can see we're now in that panoractive. I'm controlling the motion, seamless branching between the two, and without Windows 95, we couldn't have done it.
Very cool. All right, it's called the Hive.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot. All right, you've no doubt heard about the new Microsoft Network, MSN, which comes with Windows 95. If you want help or more information on Windows 95, there are in fact a lot of online sites where you can find it. So let's check out this week's Net News with Giles Bateman.
Thanks, Stuart. I think the best place to start is to go straight to the source. Here I am at Microsoft's own Windows website, and here I can get Windows 95 general information, tech information and support, free software, and more. But I think of more interest to online users is the Microsoft Network. And if you have access to a web browser and the internet, you can actually check out MSN before you ever sign up for it. You just go to the MSN website and you can click About MSN, and well, you can learn what's on MSN today, and there are more things you can do, but you can get a general feel for it before you ever become a member. Now, if you're not on the internet, or perhaps you're on an online service and you're not used to using the internet, remember the word Win News. That's W-I-N-N-E-W-S. There are two N's in the middle and there's no space in between it. Now, on just about any service, it's Go Win News or Jump Win News. I think only on Genie you do a, move to page 95. So that's the only one that's different. The other thing you'll want to remember is the Win95L mailing list. Now, just follow the instructions you see here, and you will get actual hardcore hands-on information from Windows 95 users themselves.
Now time for our weekly summary of what's new in the field of personal computing. Let's go to Studio E for this week's computer news.
In the random access file this week, it's a Pentium world. Computer Intelligence Info Corp reports that Pentiums now represent 53% of all new PCs sold. 486-based PCs are dying out, and estimates are that by December, 486s will account for less than 25% of the market. But just as the Pentium begins to dominate, Intel has announced P6, the next generation microprocessor. They've given it an official name, the Pentium Pro. P6 machines are due out later this year. The Pentium Pro has 5.5 million transistors on the chip. Compact's new PCs are coming standard with MPEG video capability. Compaq is also bundling in 3D surround sound and a speech recognition voicemail system. IBM is also making its new Aptivas more multimedia friendly. The new models just out this week feature a special video chip called M-Wave that also enables smooth full motion video and duplex sound. If you're looking for a Mac clone, Power Computing has announced its first retail deal for the Power 100, one of the first officially licensed Mac compatibles. They'll be on sale at Computer City stores around the country. In the fast-changing world of the Internet, domain names are no longer free. Network Solutions, the company that registers net domains, says effective immediately, there will be a $50 annual fee to register. Domain names are being listed at the rate of $14,000 a month. Netscape says it will soon be out with a new software package that makes it easy to create your own web page. It's called Navigator Gold 2.0. It will be available free on the net at the end of October and will go on sale in January. But two UC Berkeley graduate students say they have found a security gap in Netscape's web browser. They say a knowledgeable computer user can break their existing security code in a minute. Netscape has acknowledged the problem and said a fix is on the way. If you're trying to find a new CD-ROM title and don't know where to look, check out the new CD-ROM database on CompuServe. The new section called CD-ROM Base Online lists nearly 10,000 current CD-ROM titles, including description, price, and publisher. You may be using a Microsoft mouse or a Microsoft keyboard, but now Gates & Company are getting into the joystick business. MS has announced a new joystick optimized for Windows 95. It features 8 buttons and new digital optical technology for faster response time. It's called the Sidewinder 3D Pro, and it sells for under $60. And finally, if you're really a geek, check this out, website morsepr.com. It will let you follow brick by brick the construction of Bill Gates' new $50 million mansion. The website features aerial views of the 40,000 square foot home and detailed shots of various parts of the house, like the 50-car garage and the underwater pool stereo system. The page was put up by the Morse McFadden PR company. Well, that's it for this week's computer news. Stuart?
Before we wrap things up, let me tell you about one terrific program I found. If you like computer games and you've always wanted to write your own games, but you don't have time to become a C++ programmer, There is a great package out called Click and Play from an English company named Europress. This is a brilliant, object-oriented, point-and-click programming tool for game makers. It comes with 10 games written in the Click and Play language, and you can go inside and see exactly how the games work, and you can modify them to suit your tastes. This is one of the neatest software packages I have come across in a long time. Click and Play runs under Windows. It sells for about $50, and it's distributed by Maxis. That's it for this week's Computer Chronicles. We'll be back here next week with another half hour of the latest in personal computer technology. I'm Stuart Chaffee. We'll see you here next time.
Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by Hewlett-Packard, developing technology that lets you manage your PC from anywhere on the network, anywhere in the world. HP PCs, you're taking a close look at remote management.
The Computer Chronicles is also made possible by the Software Publishers Association, providers of educational materials to help manage software. Don't copy that floppy. Videotape copies of all Computer Chronicle shows are available for $32.50. Please order by show number and topic. And for more detailed information about the series, guests, and products featured, you can also order a subscription to the Chaffee Letter. In each issue, Stuart provides his unique insights and thoughts about the fast-changing world of personal technology. Videotapes and the Chaffee Letter can be ordered by calling 1-800-800-9520 or by writing us at the Computer Chronicles.